Hi, welcome back to our spot where we chill and vibe. And like, if you're new here, karibu sana. Wow, my intro is starting to become very put together today. That's weird. As you have seen from the title, I wanted to do unpopular opinions. Hoping this video won't be long. And also, if it's long, well, good for you. Utaskuma kazi na mimi, you know. It's kind of like the way I watch Stephanie Nganga when niko hapo napika chapo in that segment of hers asking for a friend. I love those segments, and I'm just watching them listening to you people's problems, and I'm just like, what? No. No, but anyway, this is becoming longer than it should be. Yeah, let us get into the video. So my first unpopular opinion would be African timing should be done away with. That should not be a thing. And you can feel how mad I am with this. I probably even started this channel just so that I can say that one statement. I'm joking, but I really hate how we have made African timing to be like a thing. It has become even like a personality trait that everyone has, and it's like people are getting late and they're like, oh yeah, haha, African timing, Kenyan timing pisses me off so much. I'm not the kind of person who has issues with people, as in I'm not the kind of people who starts at tutakosana that much, but this is the one thing that when you do imagine too, that's just it. Like, I find it so, why can you not? I'm not saying I am the mother of all timing, to be honest. I'm not saying I keep time on all events, no, but at the same time make an effort to keep time, please, for the love of God. The event that you are actually late, please let the other person know. I do not like how kai kwanza mtu akikungojea town, unajua vile town inakuwa stressful, and they're just there waiting for this person, and then they come 3 hours later, and they couldn't even communicate. Please, just communicate. Tell that person, hey, it's going to be like this. I find it very disrespectful. You don't keep time, for one, and then the second thing, you don't have the decency to tell me that you're going to be late. Hey, apana. That does not fly. I will not let that slide, please. I won't let that slide. I'm the kind of person who will choose hard copy over e-readers. To be honest, I really hate, and that this is one of the things that I struggled a lot with in when we had online learning for like 3 semesters straight. You have to read PDFs and stuff. I really hate things that are online. I'm an old soul, man. I'm the kind of person who prefers to read like hard copy kind of things. And let's just talk about, on side of novels, I prefer hard copy because you get to read it, you get to flip through. It's so personal. It's just so personal. I can flip through. I can slam the book when I'm mad. There's so much I can do. When I'm reading on my phone, when I slam it, see, my phone is gone. See, we just say goodbye, good night. Fare thee well. Huh? Audiobooks, I just don't understand. I saw a post at that time. It was saying that listening to audiobooks is like being told to drink your vegetables. What the hell? What is that? What is that? It just, I like it the way I'm used to it. Reading, please don't read for me. Thanks. I will read it in my voice. No worries. I also would choose books over movies. I really love. The only exception that I have is for The Fault in Our Stars. That's the only one that I have allowed myself to watch after reading, and that was after reading the book. With all the other content that is out there that I can read, I would rather read than watch it, because I feel like it allows you to, have your own imagination and to just it's yours. It feels more mine than watching it and then it just ruins it. They ruin it. I have had way too many instances where I tried to watch it and I was like, no, I wish I never did that. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I am one of those dark people who say, "Oh, time is an abstract concept." Blah, 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 blah. All those things, time is an illusion. Whatever. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions, because I feel like time is the same. Time is just like a contraption. Time is just like a contraption that keeps going and going and going, and then we just put specific value. We just put values at different points of the contraption, but really it's the same thing over and over. Yes, it's January, but time is moving the same. It's September, time is moving the same. I don't see why you can't make a new resolution on a Tuesday at 12:37 p.m. I really don't understand that, because if you want to imply something, if you want to start enforcing something in your life, start it now. Why are you waiting for Monday? We're waiting for the first of. Start it now. Vulnerability is actually strength. And not to be corny, but it's true. I'll just, to avoid rambling here, I'll just read what I wrote. The ability to show weakness actually shows security. Insecure people tend to ensure everything is perfect 24/7 because they feel a need to appear kept together. But for you to be able to show who you really are, where you are at in life, unfiltered, knowing whether there will be comments, snipes, and whatnot, that is actually strength, which it makes sense to me because it just, you know what, just think about that. Big Bang Theory should be rated more than Friends. I said it. I'm sorry if you want to be mad at me, but that's just my opinion.
That's my opinion!
It's just my opinion, okay? I'm not saying Friends is good. Seriously, Friends is good. I was even watching it and enjoying it thoroughly the other day. I feel like Big Bang Theory is so diverse in terms of characters, the plot, the jokes. Oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's also so unpredictable in the sense that, like, even the guest characters, the guest stars that they had on that show, who would have thought? Honestly, the minute I saw Elon Musk, I saw James Einstein, I will just look for their names. I'll put the guest stars right there. I will insist on this. Friends is great, but Big Bang Theory is just better. Friends is not overrated, but Big Bang Theory should be rated more than Friends. iPhones aren't all that. Yeah, I just feel like people will be mad at me this whole video. I'm not discrediting iPhones. I'm just saying that people with iPhones make us feel like, just because you don't have one, you're going to die. You're dying in the next few seconds. It's annoying. It's annoying. They are great. Yes, absolutely. But you need to stop making us feel like just because I don't have an iPhone, because I am an Android user. And yes, of course, in most of these points, it will look like I'm having a bias, trying to have something that is serving me, But it's the truth at the end of the day that we're fine. We are fine, please. We have been living out here. We are doing just fine. I really don't think that dinner as a first date is ideal. In the sense, not when, okay, it's better if you had already known this person before. But imagine meeting someone and then your first plan, the first plans that you make together is a dinner date. It feels so awkward because, this is a place where the focus is on both of you. And there's nothing else, and you don't know each other, mind you. I just feel like a date where you are doing something, but at the same time you can still communicate with each other. Because in the time of awkward moments, what are you going to say? Because you don't even. Self-care is more than face masks, bubble baths, and manicures. Self-care has a very, I wouldn't say ugly side to it, but a more boring side to it, and that will be, I gave examples that will be like removing yourself from situations that are harmful to your mental health, making sure you're surrounded by good people, working out, especially working out. There are days you just wake up and you really don't want to do it. You just really, really don't want to do it. But what is that? Self-care? You have got to work out. Going to bed early. It's also doing your assignments on time, my friend. Do you see how I'm also feeling very triggered right now? I never want to be famous. I do want to progress. Yes, I know they do live a lavish life and they have some pros there, but the cons they are a no for me. For example, they can never have privacy. It just has to be someone snapping away at some point. You think you were there enjoying a moment and then, babe, you're on some magazine somewhere. No. There's just such harsh judgment on their actions. I like how Rono said it, because Rono also did an Unpopular Opinions video back a while back, and she said that it doesn't make sense how, I'm paraphrasing, it doesn't make sense how we put so much pressure and such harsh judgment on actions that they do actions and mistakes that they do when we could very easily be making them behind closed doors. Honestly, there are so many things that have become such a big deal. Like a certain celebrity did something, and then we are all over the issue when it was such a small thing to begin with. I'm just gonna mention Will Smith and leave it at that because people will also come for me. But honestly, I don't see the big deal. Like, the guy barely even slept anyway. Moving on. It doesn't sit right with me how we only respect the people who do, big causes in the society. We have already seen this even with our families, especially when you go to family events and they're like, oh, so what are you doing in school? Try to say you're doing like just a artistic course. Like, even when we were growing up, seriously, in primary, there were 5 courses that we all just wanted to do, as in the entire class, 5 courses only. What do you want to do? The entire 40 population of 40 students, it is going to be 4 doctor, engineer, pilot. Like, if you're not doing these courses that are well known, that are considered to be way up there, you're not doing anything in society. And I just find it's so it's it's sad, honestly. It's sad. If you're doing like an artistic course, it's like this, you're seen as dumb, and you don't even get as much respect because what? Just because I'm doing, there shouldn't be only one standard of beauty. It pains me so much to see my friends or just some girl and they're like, oh, I don't look good, I don't, just because they don't fit that one standard of beauty, where you have this and that back there, you've got a nice skinny waist. Like, it just pains me because I'm looking at her and I'm like, you are so beautiful. So what, you don't have a flat tummy, you are just so beautiful. And also, even for the girls, they're like, oh, I'm so short. Why are you doing this to yourself? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, it should be, the standard of beauty should be a lot more than just that, just height, just the waist, or the assets. Or being single needs to stop being a taboo. It sounds like a taboo, to be honest, because every time I tell someone, oh no, I'm single, then I'm like, the first go-to question is always, but why? What do you mean why? It is not bad to be single, it just, people make it look like it's some kind of a disability. Mental health, saving, self-love, and also sign language. I feel like also sign language, these are things that should be taught in school. Honestly, okay, so yes, the teachers do their best to teach us algebra and all those kind of things. But honestly, sometimes I just sit out here and I'm thinking, and I'm asking myself in life now, where am I taking x squared and y squared at this point of my life? Where am I taking it? Right now, I would leave tips how to, love myself, how to make sure that my mental health is better. I feel like also teaching sign language, I feel it is important because, it makes us more accommodative people in the society because we don't only think about ourselves. The idea of fun should be more diverse. I hate how we have made the idea of fun to just be like, it's only about just, if you're not, no shade to anyone, by the way, I'm not trying to shade anyone out here, but I just hate how we have made, you're not having fun if you are not outside, if you're not somewhere with a lot of people, if you're not doing, like, you're just doing the most, I feel like we need to be okay with, once again, yes, I know saying this as an introvert makes it look like I'm just trying to say this because it serves me, but at the end of the day, my point is that we need to be able to even be okay. I'm even talking to myself at this point to be okay with that. Even when I spend a Friday night, I was reading a good novel and I had some good food. That is fun for me. And I need to be okay with that, Education isn't always the key to success. No, just listen. Walk with me here. I'm not saying that in the sense that we quit school. Oh, please, I am in school. I am very Dani Vibasana. It's a controversial topic, and also you can see what you think in the comment section. There are people who have made it out there without education, but at the same time, that does not mean that you quit. Because I feel like life is so different for everyone. As in, life has a different set of factors for everyone. Just because, I hear people out here saying, I'm going to quit because so and so quit and they did well. Just because so and so quit and they did well does not mean that you're going to do well. There are people who are doing very well with social media, just being on social media out here. That doesn't mean that will work out for you. There are people who are doing very well with just a plain degree out here. Doesn't mean it will also work out for you. It's different for everyone. It's not one thing that is going to work out for every single person. Of which now I used the example, education in this situation, yeah? Being toxic is not cute. Being toxic is not cute. I really hate, once again, and also how we have made for ourselves this culture of detachment, cutting off, ghosting, playing people. Why are we doing that? I can't explain how much it hurts me. There are things that honestly could have been worked out. If you had addressed it with that particular person, you would have worked out that. But because when we have a small issue, ghost, block. It is not cute. I know sometimes we do it, like because you have tried your best and this person is really not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere with this situation, so you just leave that person altogether. Before we jump to conclusions and telling this person, see ya, at least try and fix it, Hence, mental health should be made a lot more common. I hate how it is so hard for men to even to open up, to talk about something that is going on with them because they feel like it's a point of weakness, that they're supposed to be all the whole time, like they're human beings just like we are, and these people, even to say that they're going to therapy is just so hard Because you're wondering, what are you going to therapy for? Men are humans just like us. They also need, they also have emotions and things that need to be attended to or dealt with. And on that note, I feel like therapy should be something that is so common for everyone, because we all need it. And I could go on and on about this topic, the whole thing about the subconscious mind and all that, but we'll probably make that into another video sometime soon. But therapy should be more common. And also, men should be pampered. Men should be bought stuff. I personally believe that, for the man who will come around someday. I'm fine. But yeah, they should be pampered, they should be babied, they should be bought stuff. Like, they should also be cared for, Now, we'll just have some quick fire ones, and we finish up this video. Number 1, pretty privilege is a thing. Life is overrated. To be honest, what are we even doing? Seriously, what are we doing? It doesn't make sense. Life is also so expensive out here. And I just wake up and breathe, and life is like, yes, that would be 1750. Thank you very much. Bring it, hand it over. What did I even do? I'm not even outside the house. Song genres like, jazz, soul, classical, the oldies, they should be listened to a lot more. I don't know, they're so underrated. Oh my goodness. And there's also this band, they're called Bastille. I just don't understand. How are they so underrated? Products should be free. I don't understand why we make such a big fuss out of, surely I did not ask. You're punishing me because I did not do the, why? Lapel pins are so underrated. Those things are beautiful. Those things, they're so beautiful. Like, if I could wear them every day, I wish I could wear lapel pins, man. Flowers aren't really all that. I don't understand why people make such a big deal out of flowers. Like, I got flowers, okay, flowers. Okay, yes, I know. When I get, it doesn't mean that I will refuse flowers. I'll get, the gesture, that you're trying to, convey a certain message. But flowers, I just feel like, you're giving me something that I'm going to struggle to keep alive. For what? I'd rather just buy something else. I really couldn't care less about Money Heist or BTS or Squid Games. Voice over acting is underrated. For sure. I don't understand, what is the whole point of pajamas? Like, pajamas are just, it doesn't mean that I'm one of those people who sleep completely, in my birthday suit, but at the same time, how would you go to bed fully clothed? I see people, especially like night routines, and then they're changing into pajamas. You have a top, you have bottoms, you have socks. What are you doing? You're only going to bed. It's not that serious. I don't understand how jail is supposed to be a correction facility, unless you were telling me that the jails that we have in real life are actually doing something, because the ones that I have seen, in all the shows that I have watched, like, it's just more about survival and less about, going to, what is the point? What do you think the point is? Scriptwriters aren't credited enough for their work. Once again, not discrediting the actors, because actors do a great job. Of course, they put their whole soul and life and everything into it. But at the same time, why don't we ever, credit the people who came up with the actual script? Zodiac signs don't make sense to me. How girls are, they're like, she's a bitch because she's a Leo. So then, okay, correlation, get out, please. With that mentality, you better go. And finally, sometimes I just think we as a species deserve to go extinct. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna end the video now. So if you have reached this point, thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.